Good afternoon or good morning, depending on what time you're watching this video. I wanted to do an alternative spin on the flipped classroom and video recording. So here is a system that I use in my classroom that you really cannot actually hear because I'm doing the recording, but students will actually be able to hear it. So they are engaged in the Sixth Kingdom Review, and if you notice, I used one that was recently for the students. So this has been a crazy week, and then in the small camera you can see that I recorded this last year. And so sometimes I pull videos from last year, sometimes I create new videos to support students, but all of the content is relevant for them. So this is just a spin on how we do um, just the flipped classroom and video recording. So this necessarily would not be a flipped classroom, but for an example, this particular day, we had a few students absent due to a band concert, and the lecture was extremely important for them to understand and grasp their concepts. So students were able to go home and participate in class and do the same activities. I just want to walk you through some features of my course page before I get started. So I teach. Um, so currently, I teach accelerated math and science. So usually I have a meme for each unit. And they're organized based on the unit name. So usually I have my math units here, etc., for the semester, and then our science units. And then if you look at the science units, they're organized by the dates. There's a gap here. They're actually working on a project that I did not really need to upload. So using Google Slides, I embedded this, and they are actually doing a classification booklet. And each page has their own title and things that they need to talk about. So in the video at the end of the week, we just reviewed the content, they received the notes, etc. But I pulled a lecture from last year to make sure that the students understand the content. Just a review before we move on to dichotomous keys and collidograms next week on Monday. So in here, the students are able to review it. They can actually increase the size. They can pause it. This is great because they have the ability to actually process the material on their own pace, and then also they have the ability to switch, like doing mirroring, where they see the students on the other class. The kids like this. There's actually no need for this if they are just doing the lecture, but it's cool. It gets the kids really linking into um, linking into the e-class page, wanting them to. So it's an grabber. And then also they can just focus on the full side, and then sometimes they like to just see the whole class and just hear me talk. And then this is a great way for parents to actually see what is going on. I have full access to the cameras. The administration does not have access to the cameras. Um, the only people that do is myself and then tech support. So there's actually a 360 camera and audio in my classroom. And from there, they can, we can split the class in half into domains. When I say domains, we're talking about these four squares here. I can do a split view where you can see the front of the class and the back of the class. And I can just do a single view. And sometimes I am at the board teaching when the students are not there, usually in the morning times. and the students just pop on the headphones, hear the lecture, and then take the notes on their own pace, or they can preview it the the next day or even after school. So that's just a really cool feature that I enjoy. So some of the systems I'm using to be make sure that we are transparent. So here is on the screen is a Mimeo. So we use Mimeo Studios instead of smart boards, which is great because they're portable. It's actually this, if you see this bar here, there's actually a physical bar that you actually put on the board, and you can make any surface into an interactive whiteboard. And I am recording this, and it has very similar features to a PowerPoint. So if you click on the this button here, it will give you a net like another page. Um, and so that's a cool feature, and then I can use different colors, etc. And as I'm talking, I'm gonna play the video. I'm able to draw in different colors, etc. Really talk about the content and make sure that students understand. So this video is about 22 minutes long. Usually I just try to keep my videos under 15 minutes. But for this particular activity, students were in the classroom and we really wanted to talk about the content. So that extended the time. So we have Mimeo that's used to actually draw it. We have Safari Montage, which is our online system where the videos are uploaded. I cannot actually download the videos because of just content security reasons and whatnot. And then the students in the STEAM Academy did sign a waiver allowing them to parents to allow them to us to videotape, photograph for educational purposes, and the recruitment efforts of our STEAM Academy. So it is perfectly fine for you guys to see this video, and then also in this video, if you notice, many of the students' faces aren't actually shown. So that's fine. And then, of course, we have our e-class page that I'll talk about later. So, and then to actually record this, I'm just using Screencastify. I have an extension here, so I just usually just click my button and record if I need to talk about something on my screen. Here at the bottom, here's the lecture cam. So in the classroom, I just click this button and it records what's on my computer, and it records also the classroom based on their needs and etc. So thank you for listening and paying attention um, as I am um, just trying to explain the best to my best ability how I use a somewhat flipped classroom uh, to make sure that students are gaining knowledge consistently on their own time. All right, thank you so much.